Dear brothers and sisters, all of you, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are all great by the grace of Almighty Allah, and I'm also doing fantastic by the mercy of Almighty Allah. Today, in this video, I am highly interested to share two questions, and I will also try to provide the exact answer of these two questions. That's one is related to learning English language. In this 21st century, most of the students from most of the institutions they are highly interested to learn English language, but they don't have any exact way. They feel they face different types of difficulty or hesitations. They don't know how to learn English, what are the exact systems, what are the exact strategy or activities that we should follow as a beginner of English language. So I was also a beginner of this language, of English language. So I think this information will be very much helpful for you if you hear my word or my speech. So, as a beginner, when I was trying to learn this language, I used to face different types of difficulty. Like, I didn't find out the exact way or the exact partner. I made few partner or few groups within my friends, but they were not much more interested, or they were not much more. Um, what can I say? They were not much more concerned about learning English language. But that's why I had to face few difficulty, but nowadays it's not very much big issue to me. I'm in this 21st century. There are so many applications, but I didn't know in the time. I didn't know what's the name of those applications. But after facing different types of difficulty, after hearing so many videos from YouTube, nowadays I have found out those applications. I have found so many partner, and they are really helpful. It's really productive to use these types of application. So if you want to learn English language, you must have to practice. This is the first strategy that you have to do. Otherwise, you will not be a good speaker of English language. You must have to practice. This is the first strategy or first activities. So before practicing how to speak in English, you also have to do another jobs, that's listening. You have to create a habit, that's listening. So if you consider about Bangla language, how did we learn Bangla language? We have heard. At first we have heard the language of Bangla from our parents. After that, or after a certain period, certain year, we are able to speak in Bangla. It's not mandatory, or we don't think about grammar in Bangla language, but in Bangla there are so many grammars, there are so many rules. Okay, but in the case of English, we usually always try to think in grammar, vocabulary, and the sentence structure pattern. But when we usually speak in Bangla, in that time we never ever face these types of issue because of practice. We are always practicing Bangla language. Okay, so that's why we are not facing any types of difficulty, any types of issue. But in the case of English, we are not practicing. We are not much more interested, or we don't usually take it as a serious way. So those who are learner, I would like to raise on questions. How much time you usually spend behind English language? How much times you usually spend for listening, or how much times you usually try to make a video or try to make a conversation with a partner? Obviously, the answer will be like this. You are interested to learn English language, but you are not practicing. You are not getting much more times. This is the answer. For I think it will be the answer from most of you. But if you want to learn English language, your answer should not be like this. You have to dedicate it, you have to be inspired, and you have to create a highly interest to learn English language by hook and crook, or by any chance you have to learn English language. So if you have to learn English language, always time you should try to find out your partner. So if you don't find out your partner for practicing English language, as I said that there are so many applications in this era or in this 21st century, like Amar Partner, HelloTalk, Real Life. So these are the applications that you can use for practicing your English language. So it's completely free. You should not pay, or you need not to pay any money for speaking here. If you have data, or if you have Wi-Fi connection, you can just call here after installing, and you can just create conversation. It's really free nowadays. It's not an effect. So I think if you practice each and every single day, one day you will be a good speaker. Like me, though I am not a good speaker, I'm little bit good at English, but uh, for coming here or in this stage, I had to hard work, and still I'm doing hard work. I'm spending my valuable time behind English language, so that's why I'm little bit good at English. So you can also make yourself as a good speaker, as a good listener, or as a good writer of English language if you can able to practice each and every single day. Otherwise it's not possible. So apart from this on, you should also make a habit where you must have to listen. Okay, different types of video, movies, dramas, or different types of sector of entertainment are available in online, especially in YouTube. Just go in YouTube and try to find out few channel or few movies or few sectors where you can able to find out your pleasure. But you must have to ensure that those video are related to English language. So you are just trying to learn English language, but if you see those types of entertainment video in Bangla or in other side language, how will it be possible to learn English language frankly or spontaneously? It's little bit impossible. So that's why that's all about. You should follow this strategy. It will be very much helpful for us.